Hello. On this video I'm going to just demonstrate or test out the OBS and Dash Studio software. OBS stands for Open Broadcaster Software. It is this app that I installed it as a Snap, and right now I could just show you some of the feature, not all of it, because the entire OBS software is allowed to talk in one small video or short video. I'm going to just demonstrate or test a few of the steps. So let's get started. First I want to minimize the window so you can see my desktop on the right side, and then if I just move it out, you can see as I move out the desktop, the app, it is just making it a nicer look. So I can also pause the video here by just clicking here on pause recording. Then I click again on the pause recording, and I will get it there. I can also go under and make this one bigger so you can see the setting. I could also go under the file and then choose a setting here. Under the setting I have the options to assign some hotkey shortcuts. So you can see for start recording I have put F2, and then for stop recording, so it's alternate keys that I can minimize the OBS software, and I can still record and stop recording. If I want to do pause recording, I could press F5 and unpause recording the same way. So let me just test that feature, and at this time, since it is just setting for pause recording, I'm going to press F5. If I press F5 here, then you can see that the pause recording is done. So that feature also works very nicely. When I minimize it, I'm going to press F5 again to pause the recording. So after I brought it up, I just press F5 again, and so I don't need to just have this window running in the foreground, and that way I can minimize it and have my entire desktop here. So as you can see, it worked pretty well. And then I'm making sure that I'm recording here. There's a pause recording button, so at this time I minimize it. In order to get some details of this software, I can just open a terminal, and then on the terminal I just put it right here. I could just put it right in here, and then make the size a little bit bigger by pressing Ctrl Shift plus, and this is big enough to fit on one screen here. Let's just type in some commands here now. I'm going to do host name, which shows algorithm, and uname -a, it shows my entire details of the Linux Ubuntu. If I just want to know the operating system uname -o version, but at the same time I could cat os-release. This file basically it is going to show the Ubuntu version 22.04 long-term support. LTS stands for long-term support. This is 22.04 version that came out in April of 21st of 2022, about 16 days ago. It's a pretty stable latest version. It is when it says LTS, Ubuntu supports it for another 5 years, at least until 2027. The code name is Jammy Jellyfish. So I installed on this one a Snap package called obs-studio, and then if I say which obs-studio, then you can see that it is a package of a Snap type. Snap is one of the package manager that is self-contained packages that are all fully contained, and basically when you use a snap, there's apt, and then there's a snap, and then there's a dpkg, Debian package manager. All of these ones allow you to do package in package management commands. Snap is a front end for snapd or snap store. So if I just clear my screen and I do snap list, just to get a list of all the snap packages, you can see that it's there. By default, snap, for example, list Firefox comes in. So if I want to get details of any of the commands, while I can do snap info Firefox, for example, I can just get that information. Similarly, I can do snap list obs-studio and open broadcaster software studio, and snap package or app that I'm using. Like I said, snap list provide all the list of packages, and if I say opt print $1, and this is just gonna give me the list of all the packages. Obviously I have to close that one, and then let me just clear the screen here and do this print $1, close it. So the name of the packages that are there, like Chromium, I had to install it, and then do sudo snap installed Chromium. Similarly for Opera, for some of the packages were not there. For example, the OBS was not there by default, so I said snap install obs-studio in order to get it. And obviously, if it required a sudo, you just put sudo in front of it. Now I have installed this snap package on, for example, open broadcaster software. I'm going to just check a few of the command against snap on it. So if you just do a snap help, you will just get a big list of all the commands that are available: find, info, install, remove, list, run, and all those options that are there. So let's just clear the screen here and then do a snap list obs-studio, which we already did, but I want to show you that it is just telling you that this version 27.1 is running. So instead of list, this time I'm going to do info. The info is giving you a lot of information, so I'm going to do 5 more, 1 page at a time. And you can see that snapcraft.io obs-studio is the store URL, which means that this is the package name is OBS Studio, and then the rest of the details is telling you everything about what is this package. And then some of the information you can also get details of the directory structure and everything else. So again, if you do snap --help, will give you the information on snap help there also. If you didn't have it, you could just also do like a snap find command to just see where I can get it, or is it installed, or is it, what is the snap find. It will do like almost like a search. A search is a snap find, and then a snap apt show is equivalent to a snap info. So obs-studio, it will just show you that one. So now we know that it is a free open source software, and we're running it. And so all I need to do is just make sure that we. And so let's go back to the terminal here, and then move the terminal in the center so it looks better. And then at this time, what I'm going to do is just show you the process of snap grep -i snap dash. Actually, not a process of a snap, the process of OBS Studio, and then grep -b grep. So by gripping out my grep command, I can tell that okay, this is something that I wanna see If I just resize this one, I want the whole thing to be fit on one screen, which is still big, but I can do a little bit smaller size, and then just fit it there. But let's just not worry about fitting it there, because I'm going to actually run top command here, so the top command is not too big, and I can resize it according to the top right here. This one, if you look at the output here, you can see that Ubuntu allows you to just have multiple commands and multiple terminals, because it's multi-processing, multitasking operating system, multi-threading. So now if I just open the top and look at the OBS is not even like taking so much memory and so much process. So all it is just based on the user Wahid. I can get that one top minus U Wahid. So if I just want to see all the process for Wahid, I can run top minus U and then user Wahid, and then you will see that the PID of all the processes are showing, the priority, the nice, and the virtual memory, the resident portion of the memory, the shared portion, and the status, whether it's running or a sleep mode. If it is S, it's in sleep mode. On CPU, it comes in and run with a nanosecond, and then it goes back to sleep, so the other process could share the CPU. And then memory is how much memory it is taking, and then what time it is started. So I'm going to quit out of this top, and then at this time clear my screen again, and then type in some information about myself. Who is Wahid? If I say ID Wahid, it will tell me the same thing. Get and password Wahid. All that information is there. So let's go back. Uname minus A, uname minus R, uname minus S. All the details that I want to know is there. But minus P, for example, give you architecture. Minus I give you this. Those ones are all under one thing. Uname dash dash help, and it gives you all the syntax. You can do that. You can also do uname dash dash version to get the version of the uname, which is 8.32 here. And then if you say uname dash o for the operating system, get new Linux. Again, that's etc os dash release is pointing to Linux Ubuntu 22.4, and we're running OBS software to test it out. And at this time, I'm going to just end this record here by just going back to this session and minimize here, and just so we can test this feature, some of the features at one point, and the video doesn't get too long. So let me stop this one.